to Live Chat Tuesday number 135 with my co-host Sabrina Melodius. Her link is pinned to the top of the chat and also in the description box if you're new. So if you are watching the replay, please hit the like and leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you're with us currently, please leave us a comment in the chat. So welcome everybody. We have Ronell, Diana, Julia, welcome in, and Connie, just another stitch, welcome in. How is everybody today? And Happy New Year. First live of 2024.
Exactly. Happy New Year, everyone. Lots of good things for this year ahead. Bonne et heureuse année à tous.
Okay, say that one more time.
Bonne et heureuse année à vous tous.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means a very good and happy new year to you all.
Aw. Well, there y'all got a little bit of French. Welcome in Pamela Hunter, Melanie J, Ganni Joe. So what have you been up to, Sabrina?
Not that much. I've been knitting a lot. Oh, the glare. I've been knitting a lot. I've done some crocheting. I'm getting something ready for the next week or two. I'm about to record a video for a blanket. And I'm hoping it'll be fun. It'll be reversible and quite fun, especially for Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's it, really. How about you?
I'm still knitting on the sweater that I think it's been about, I'm not really sure, 3 weeks, I'm thinking, that I've been working on this sweater.
Okay.
It's a pattern that I found on Ravelry. It's a free pattern, and it is called the Classic. It's a turtleneck sweater.
Yes, I think I've seen that one about. Yeah.
I think that the Ravelry, or the person on Ravelry that their pattern, I think it's E-Space Trico, but I'm not really sure if that's how they pronounce it.
Ah ouais, it's tricot.
Okay.
Tricot. It means knitting. That's what it means, knitting.
Oh, Melanie J is working on a knit sweater also, and hers is Flax by Tin Can Knits. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ganni Joe. She says Happy New Year 2024 to all our Yarny friends. Happier. Happier. Happier, Momo says.
Okay, let's hope not.
Julia is working on, I'm also trying a new browser today. I'm hoping I won't get muted. I am using Microsoft Edge browser on my phone, so hopefully we won't have the muting problems. Good afternoon to you, Jan. Welcome in. And so hopefully no muting problems. Get away from Google Chrome. Yes, Ganni Joe. Thank you, Ganni Joe. Melanie J says Tin Can has an app with free patterns. Helps with size and weight of yarn. Awesome. And Ganni Joe has 3 different virus shawls currently on her hook. Wow. Doing 3 at the same time.
She's very busy.
Mm-hmm. Have you figured out how to to read the chat yet?
No, because I've only got this phone just now. Where? Oh,
Okay,
one
so
moment. Where am I going to look?
there is. Okay, so I don't know how it looks on your end, but there should be like a little chat box. It's like square with a little point on it coming off the
Where?
bottom. I really don't know where, since it, because I know it's gonna look different than mine.
I see you, me. And then it says leave.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'll tell them you said hello, Melanie J. Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring up like a test live later on and have my mom come up as a guest. Not like actually be live, but I'll create one that we can jump and I can look at her phone and see how it's set up. And then
Okay.
next time I can actually show you where the chat box is.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to look now, but I can't see. I see you, me there, and then it says leave, so it's so friendly. And
Well,
then
I
where?
was going to try to figure it out, but last time in December after I had you on and completely forgot. But what I think I'll do, I'm going to write myself a note. And
Because the other thing I had, it doesn't play YouTube anymore because it says that the YouTube app can no longer be updated on this phone, and I can't reinstall it because the phone's too old.
yeah, it's kind of like my old laptop. It don't receive Windows updates anymore because they quit doing updates for that version.
But that's just annoying.
Yeah.
So I don't
Thank you,
have that
Ganny
little
Joe.
phone.
We'll figure it out. I have a note right here, and I'll have my mom sit down with me, and we'll figure out, on her phone as a guest where the message box is, so you'll be able to read the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Ganny Joe, for the gifted memberships. We'll just do a combination of all the sounds.
That was so nice.
Yes, she's a sweetie. Okay, so that's 5 for you, Ganny Joe. And Tammy Twyford was gifted one. Angela Wright, Suzanne Goulet, Darcia White, and Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you all down. Congratulations, you 5. We'll do another pluck this time instead of a throw. Diana is finishing up a blanket. Welcome in, Terry. Happy New Year's to you. Welcome in, China, the crochet queen. Oh, we have Mishi's Crochet Nook. Welcome in. Oh, she's at work. Diana is asking any suggestions for a crocheted baby boy gift for Dallas Cowboy fans.
I
Cowboy
once saw
style
on
blanket means
YouTube a tutorial for baby booties, you know, like cowboy baby booties,
Mhm.
but I don't remember where that was. That was like quite a few years ago, but I do remember seeing that. And also like a cowboy hat for baby. I think that would be super cute. And why not like a little a vest, you know, like a waistcoat?
Welcome in Michelle J. and Yolanda. And Roseanne Alexander. Welcome. Jen says, Diana, how about a star-shaped blanket in blues and grays?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, Wicked Granny. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome in, Demetra, the Naked Snail. I got to the part on my sweater. I'm doing it in circular, you know, it's a pullover. And you do 2.5 inches of ribbing on the bottom and then you get to cast off. I'm finally doing the ribbing. So I got the body part completed. I'm so happy about that because I had to do 9.5 inches of knit, stockinette, you know, in knitting in the round. And I'm like, God, this is taking forever. Every couple of rows I'd measure and I'm like, nope, 5 more inches. Up, 4 more inches. 2 more inches.
Yeah,
So
it can
I'm
go quite slow when it's always the same thing. It's quite monotonous, and it's just, will it ever end?
Yeah. So I'm excited because then all I got to do is just the sleeves. And that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diana. Jen is also saying navy blue and a medium gray to offset. Use a pale gray or white. Huh? Terry is saying crystal makes you want to stretch your work. Huh? Ow. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Oh, you mean like straighten it out?
Just blocking it.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe. Something's going on with my ring light. It's flickering. Bet it's this USB port. Oh, to get the rows and move on. Yeah. Always excited when you almost done with something and it's like, you know, that very first shawl I ever did, I think it was a Cliffia by not Expression Fiber Arts. That took me 2.5 months. And when I was on the border, I'm like, only a little bit more, only a little bit more. I'm almost done, almost done. I was like, yes. That's kind of how I am, because I think I've done, can't really see if it's 4 or 5 rows, and it's already an inch, so I think I have an inch and a half left. So that'd be like 7 more rows, and then I get to cast off. So yeah, it was a pretty pattern. I plan to do it again one day, because now that I'm a little bit more experienced in yarn overs and knit two together and slip knit and everything, it might be a little easier, because that was my first lace weight shawl with those kind of stitches. So I worked out, you know, how to do it, but I didn't know how to unknit at the time or unpurl. So, you know, when I messed up, I just kept going.
Yeah.
And just left the mistakes in there. But I mean, it's hardly noticeable, of course. It was just an estimate, Diana, because I can't really see how many rows I did. I can actually see the ribbing from here. I just can't count how many actual rows I did. Welcome in, Janet Dixon, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Roseanne. Yeah, it was I can never remember the lady's name that actually designed the pattern, and it's not the lady of Expression Fiber Arts. It's a different designer, and I know her last name starts with a Y, but I can't think of it. But I think her first name starts with the C. It's like, I know it, but I can't think of it. Anyway, they partnered together because the lady that dyes the yarn of Expression Fiber Arts allowed the lady to use her yarn for the pattern. You know what I mean? It's like a collaboration between the two, the pattern designer and then the dyer of the yarn. Yeah, Shandy did the yarn, but the other lady did the pattern. You know what? Let me just look it up. ACYP. I think it's okay. The Cliffia is the pattern I'm talking about. Now, it was a $6 pattern. It used to be $7, but I had got it because, like, every Friday on Expression Fiber Arts, you can get free patterns. I had got that one free at one point. So, let's see if I can find this lady's name on here somewhere. Janica York Carter is the designer. I think it was really super awesome. It was a beautiful pattern, and I had never done any lace work before that, but I saw that pattern and there was a specific little section and it did like this, you know, like where you go out and then go back in. It looked like a leaf. And I'm like, I want to learn how to do that. And I'm like, if I don't learn anything else, that is what I want to learn how to do. And I ended up learning it, and that was the first one, you know, that I did yarn overs and made the patterns, and I fell in love with lace knitting right then and there. Thank you, Janet. Yolanda says, in a slip knit, is it just the third stitch knitted? Okay, so what a slip knit. Would you rather explain this, Sabrina, since you're more um
Sure.
a pro?
Slip knit is it when you slip 2 stitches knitwise, and then you put your needle, your left needle, into those 2 stitches at the front, and then you knit them together. So essentially, it's a bit like knitting 2 together in the back loops. That's what it is. I don't usually do the slip knit. I just do knit 2 together through the back loop. It's exactly the same.
Ah, okay.
Practice, do the slip knit, and then do the knit 2 together through the back loop.
Uh-huh.
It's exactly the same.
Just you take out one step of slipping the stitches over.
Yeah, and I think it is a little bit easier to do the slip knit, but once you know what you're doing, the knit 2 together through the back loops, it's okay.
This pattern for this sweater actually had a knit through the back loop, and I'm like, what is that? And then there was a purl through the back loop, and I'm like, I had to go and look that one up. I was like, okay, I've never done that one. That is so, I haven't done it yet because the way I ended up doing the ribbing was different than the pattern. And in the pattern, it actually had a split. So you work in rows. The front portion was a ribbed section, but the back was longer. So you had a V, upside down V on each side where it caused a split. I didn't want to do that. So I just knitted in the round and did the ribbing.
Okay.
Or am doing. But if I would have originally followed the pattern, I would have been having to do the purl through the back loop, and that's like sounds like it's really odd. I hadn't tried it, but I did look up a video on how you do it, and I'm like, okay. But
it's not as hard as you think it is. It sounds harder than what it is.
Yeah. But it took me a little bit to get used to knitting through the back loop, but you know what's funny? That's how my grandmother knits all the time. That's how she does her knits. And then the way you purl in the front, that's how she purls.
Especially, a lot of people do that, especially if they do continental knitting.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she does hold it in her left hand like how she crochets, but she had actually taught me originally when I first learned to knit that's how I knitted. And I had tried to find everywhere online to find out what it was called, and it was like it's a type of Russian style where they knit that way.
No. It's continental knitting, because when you knit with your hand with the yarn into the left, and you're knitting, somehow the knit stitches are going onto the side, so that your front loop becomes the back. So when you knit back around the second round, you have to go into the back loop. Otherwise, your stitches will be completely contorted.
Yeah. Ronell says, sorry, my phone went to sleep waiting and just now realized you were live. Phone was sleeping. Well, I hope it had a good nap. I'm late because I was ordering yarn from Shandy. Oh, getting some pretty hand-dyed yarn, huh? Oh, it just jumped. Let me see. Where was I?
I only wish I could afford her yarn.
Yeah, me too. I can't afford that either.
Same with Stephen West. I only wish I could afford these kind of yarns. It's just too pricey for me.
Ah, Yolanda's on Shandi's email list also, so she gets the free patterns too.
Mm-hmm.
Julia is lurking and working on her blanket, but watching and listening. Well, thank you so much, Julia. Welcome in, Kim G. I'm a little behind in the chat, but welcome. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I decided to do something different. So, yeah, they're twisted. Welcome in, 2%. Terry says, Sabrina, I like your way of the knit to, instead of doing the slip knit,
Oh,
knit through the back loop.
thank you.
Happy New Year to you also, 2%. Janet is going into lurk mode. Yolanda says, I need to do a little more studying before I start this shawl pattern, laugh out loud. I can knit and purl, but not sure about some of the other terms. You know what? I did not know how to yarn over. I didn't know how to slip knit. I didn't know how to knit two together, I don't think. I might have. But I jumped headfirst into that Eclipia shawl pattern, and I learned as I went. If I got to a part that I did not know, I went and looked it up, and watched a little tutorial and then did it.
Mhm.
So don't be scared. That's how you learn. Just jump right in, Yolanda, and practice. Take a little swatch, don't use the yarn you plan to use for your project. Maybe try it with something else, and just
Mhm.
make a little thing and just like practice the pattern or something. Welcome in Jessica Johnson and Sally Horner. Happy New Year to y'all. Melanie says, I make Russian purl, so I have a knit in the back on the right side to turn it around. Oh, and it just jumped again. It's going to start all this business with jumping chat. Roseanne Alexander says, yes, the stitches will lay differently. There will be different slants of the stitches. Welcome in, Wanda, Navy Mommy. EFA's pattern this coming Friday is made with Allure silk fingering weight, which I have a lot of, and the sneak peek is looking amazing. Awesome. Shandi also posts tutorials for her patterns. Ganni Joe says hi to everyone who I'm sure I missed while making lunch for the grandbabies. Now in listening mode while I feed Lexi, 15-month-old. Ava is 5 next month, so she can feed herself. Welcome in, Denise Lee. Hey, got caught up with the chat. And I still have not heard from the winner I drew yesterday for the monthly giveaway, so we will have to see.
How much time do you give them to get in touch?
5 days.
Okay.
So I mean, technically today's day 1. I mean, it was 7 last night, so I might give an extra day. But let me see. So the 7th, I'll wait till the 7th if I don't hear from that person. So I know you will, Wanda. Welcome in, Rebecca McCauley. Hopefully I won't have to redraw. I always hate having to redraw.
It's very irritating when you redraw someone, you pick another winner, and then on the same day, the winner, the original winner says, "Hey, I'm here," and you're like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, but if you watch the last video, that will tell you it all."
Now, if something happened, like say she was sick or in the hospital, that's understandable. I would still send her something, but
yeah, but
if
not
she
the
just
actual
didn't
prize.
contact me in time, that's a different matter. Rules are rules, you know.
Exactly.
Well, I know you would too, Diana. Most everybody would. It was pretty big giveaway, I thought. I mean, I already got it put in a box, and I haven't taped it up because I need to make whoever won and make sure they contact me. You know, the like a congratulations card. But I can't do nothing until I hear from the winner. So
she might contact you soon.
yeah, she might. We will see. She has quite a few days left, so
yes.
I will be having probably January's giveaway come out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. So for everybody that just came in, what have y'all been working on? Did you have a good Christmas?
Me? Me or people out there?
You, Miss Sabrina.
Yeah, it was great. Very unexpectedly, I was invited, so I spent my Christmas with my children and my grandchildren. It was a wonderful day, just truly magical. And how was your day?
It was pretty good. Christmas Eve, Christmas on the 24th is when we usually do our gifts. But we don't wait till Christmas morning. You know, that was like when I was a young kid, you know, and believed in Santa, that's when Santa would bring his gifts. Is I'd get to open Christmas gifts on Christmas morning from Santa. So, but now that I'm older, we just do Christmas on Christmas Eve and go from there, you know. But Christmas Day, we had dinner and we watched, what was it, A Christmas Story. Me and my mom watched A Christmas Story, which that's something I watch every year. So and yesterday we actually took all the Christmas decorations down. That's what we do on the 1st. So all the Christmas stuff is boxed up and put up. So
although I am in the UK, France celebration of Christmas is completely different to the UK. But I'm here, so I celebrate the English way. But in France, we do it day before. On Christmas Eve, we have our big meal in the evening. then it goes into midnight, and that's when Santa comes. So that's when we open our presents. But here it's just on the 25th.
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Sally. I got you down. Demetra said, started the 12 Days of Knitmas by Nomadic Knits for the second year. Kim G is asking, any ideas for Bernat Blanket Ogo 5-weight yarn in a blanket pattern? Having issues with the stitches trying to ruffle along. Sounds like there's too many stitches. Huh? It's about the same. Navy Mommy says, I'm working on a Mary Maxim Simple Stripes throw. I love this pattern, and it is the third one I have made. Awesome. Well, when you get through, I want you to submit pictures for Yarny Cat Spotlight. Yolanda says, I am picking what colors I want to use for my first virus shawl, and I am thinking about trying my first knitted shawl. Well, I hope you do. Denise says, blanket with Bernat blanket, perfect phasing. Pretty, but very heavier than I imagined. Sally says, I finished the llama blanket that I was making for my sister for Christmas. She loved it. Now I am working on Nordic Star blanket. Christmas was great. Well, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. Oh, thank you, Wanda. Got you down. Is the ruffling too much to block out? And Jen says, what if you use a bigger hook? That could be true. Welcome back, Darcia, or welcome in, Darcia, I mean. Thank you, Wanda. Again, thank you. Do what?
I would suggest things, but I can't because I have no experience whatsoever with these yarns.
They're like chenille yarn. I guess I don't like chenille yarn, honestly. I can never see my stitches.
Oh, I think those are better for knitting.
Maybe that's why. I tried to crochet with it one time and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
Feel when you crochet, you go by feel where the stitches are. But
Yeah.
when they're on the needle, you can see them all.
Yeah, that's true. Kim's already using a 10 millimeter hook, too much to block. Tried a couple of stitches, half double crochet. China's working on a chevron stitch blanket. Well, welcoming Gwen. She says, yeah, I have to feel my stitches with the chenille. Yeah, I think I was trying to make a hat or a scarf or something. I can't remember what I was making with it, but when I got like the chain and started doing the first row of single crochet, I'm like, yeah, nah, I ain't using this.
It is much more knitting friendly, I think,
yeah, sounds like it. Terry says, I was able to use homespun. That's another one that I couldn't crochet with by knitting the project. Yeah, I've heard too that homespun you can see the knitting better too. Yeah, that's a good idea, Janet. Kim, maybe you should contact the designer of the pattern that you're doing.
Mm.
Or if you got it off a website like Premiere or Yarnspiration, you could email them, email the website, and I'm sure they can refer you to the actual designer. Ah. Gwen says, I made a hooded scarf with pockets with chenille. Well, awesome. Darcia, this is my first time to try it. So Crochet Queen, I guess, is also trying chenille. Welcome back, Ganni Joe.
Is this what some of you refer to as a blanket yarn?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Some people use it for amigurumi, some for blankets, and I'm like, I was trying to make a hat or a scarf or something like that. I think it was a scarf.
Mm.
But yeah, I ended up not using it at all. And I think it was like it caught when I tried to rip out my stitch, it caught because the little string on the inside. And I was like, I got irritated with it and I said, nope, I'll start something else.
I have a suggestion. It might work, it might not. I don't know. But you know, when you use that yarn and you can't see your stitches, maybe use like a DK other yarn, just like a normal yarn, same color, obviously, as the, you know, the yarn you're using. And then maybe then you can see your stitches better with the two together.
Yeah, that might work.
Just a thought.
Yeah. Rebecca says, I have 2 more rows on the blanket I'm making for my sister. It's a keyhole chevron. It's a queen size, so I'm excited to give it to her. Well, I hope she loves it.
Yeah.
And Mama Gwen used the moss stitch.
Mm. That is a great idea.
Denise is saying to Kim, if you do the row of the chain with the larger hook and use a smaller hook for the rest of it, it might help.
Oh. Mm.
Gwen is saying, I think Farrier Mist hooded scarf was also the one I used with chenille. So have you designed anything lately?
Yes, I still need to type the pattern for the jumper.
Mm-hmm.
And a baby. There's a few things I have designed and I need to concentrate on typing the things. But there's a brand new tutorial I need to record for a blanket. Would you like to see what it looks like?
Yes, I would love to. And I'm sure
I'll go and
everybody
get
else would
it.
too.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Aw, thank you, Melanie. Yeah, I did something different today. It's like a liquid bronze eyeshadow. I got it for Christmas.
Okay, so I am back. And so it is completely reversible. And one side, it is like this is still a work in progress, that one. Because you know how you have to make the item before you you show the tutorial. So on one side, it looks like this.
Oh.
Like that. And then on the other side, it is like this.
Aww. It looks like little hearts.
So it is ripple, see? Ripple.
I know, but from back here, it almost looks like little hearts.
Yeah, that's what it is. Little heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aww.
But then see on the other side is just normal rows.
Yeah.
So I'm itching to record the tutorial. At the moment, my son is at home. So I'm not doing it yet, but in a few days, I'm recording it.
Aww.
And I think it'll be nice, especially with Valentine's Day coming, you know.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
I will explain to the people, you know, to everyone,
Yeah.
the multiple of stitches, you know, since it is a ripple, you got to be careful as to how many chains you make. It's not going to be necessarily the width because it's ripple. So if they want to make a scarf, say for Valentine's Day, I will explain how it is done with the optional border if they want, which is going to be easy. So what do you think? You are muted. No idea what you're saying. I can't lip read. Especially in English. Okay, it's just me, everyone. Not for long, she'll be right back. Honestly, she will. But for now, you have me to contend with. And I am so sorry, I don't know where the chat bit is. So I can't read anyone's chat. I do apologize. So that makes it a little bit harder as to, well, what shall I talk about? Because I can't see what anyone is saying. Bit annoying, bit annoying. But anyhow, so I could ask you questions, but then again, I can't read what's there. So I don't know what to do. Let's hope Crystal is back shortly. Yes? No idea. No, I don't know where to look. I can't see any chat whatsoever. I'm sorry, everyone. So anyhow, oh, well, thank goodness you're back. I didn't know what to talk about.
Well, sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, when it mutes me like that, I just leave and then come back.
Yeah.
I just restart the browser. Well, that's a flop. I tried Microsoft Edge today and it's still muting me, so I don't know.
Maybe it's the actual restream, is it?
It would do it on StreamYard too. But
Oh.
I couldn't never get my audio to come back unless I went out and came back, but oh well. I mean, this is a brand new phone that I'm using. We bought it off Amazon brand new. It came mid-December and it's still doing it. So it's not the phone. And I've tried different browsers, so it's not the browsers. And I don't know. It's just it gets frustrating, but at least we almost went an hour with before it did it. So that's
Yes.
actually pretty good.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry I couldn't read anyone's chat at all.
Yeah, we'll get that situated. I'll try to get with my mom today. I have me a note over here and I'll create a fake live that's private. Me and her will jump on it and I'll have a look at her phone as like a guest and see if I can find the chat for you.
Yes.
And we'll figure it out for next month for sure.
Okay.
Welcome back, Connie. She says, hello, everyone. I'm back. I got Buddy to settle down now. He's sleeping on the couch. How is everyone doing? Doing okay. Let's see. And Terry goes, Crystal is speechless. Yep. It muted me. Gwen says, can't wait for the tutorial. Terry loves the pattern. Diana goes, is this a new one? Is it knit or is it crochet?
Oh, it's crochet. Yeah, it's crochet, and it's just a ripple, really. As you can see at the bottom. One moment. Oh, at the top as well. You can see it's just like a ripple. And it's super quick and super fun to make. You can make all kinds of stuff with that. Blankets, scarves, all kinds of things, really.
Yeah. Janet wants to know if okay, well, this is what her comment says. Crystal, could you please ask Sabrina if she has a tutorial for her cute Christmas cape cow?
My Christmas cake.
Cape with a P.
Oh, my cape.
Yeah.
The cowl I was wearing with the Santas. Oh no, I don't, because I tested a pattern for this lady. It was a hat, and I did that like many years ago. And when I was wearing the hat, I had the idea, it just came to me. I thought, oh, what about a cape? So I improvised with the cape, but I can't do a tutorial because I hope she can understand, but it's not my pattern. So the only thing I can do is send you over to her pattern on Ravelry to get the hat, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I guess what you could do is start, a cape, Janet, and then go find that pattern and kind of do what Sabrina did, is put the Santas
No,
on.
because if she wants to start to make the cape, this is how I started. Because when you work on the hat, you work from the brim to the top. And so the Santa, you work from the bottom to the top, the Santa itself. So the capelet, I made sure that the repeat of stitches, between the Santas was going to go around me. And I did it that way up. And then when I got to here, I did the creases to about there and then just worked on the next section.
Okay.
You know,
Well, there
like you
you
do
go,
a
Danny.
raglan jumper, but you do not, instead of doing it top down, you're doing it
Bottom
that
up.
way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that helped, Janet.
I'm
Terry
sorry, I
says,
really can't do it because it's really not my pattern and it would just be so wrong.
yeah, that's understandable. You know,
Hmm.
and that makes me think, okay, you're in the UK, you know what Doctor Who is, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
You know the little Daleks that are, well, they're not little, but you know a Dalek, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I want to crochet one. That's my goal for this year is to make me a Dalek. And then I thought to myself, I want to design my own, not like actually create the pattern for it, but just crochet my own and just wing it. Because
Okay,
there aren't many patterns out there for it. And I'm just like,
okay.
I saw one and I kind of didn't like how it ended up. I mean, it's a very nice
Mm,
pattern, but I saw two different people have that same pattern. I don't know whose it was first, but one was free on a website and it did not have the other person's name. So it's two different people using the same pattern. And I was like, somebody copyrighted that, like
yeah,
either one of them stole each other's pattern. I don't know who did it first, but I did notice that. And I'm like, that is so wrong. It was worded
yeah.
exactly the same. I found it in Ravelry to buy. So I'm guessing that person designed it, but then the person that I found where it was free on the blog used that
Mhm.
person's pattern as their own.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ooh, okay, I don't think I want to make that one because I don't know whose it is to give credit if I did show it on my channel. So not going there. So I am actually going to try to design my own little Dalek this year. And
Okay, but without putting a dampener on things,
yeah,
now we need to discuss the legality of it because it is such a big thing
yeah.
that you might get these big companies pouncing on you
No, no, no.
saying
I'm not
no.
gonna write up the pattern at all.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna crochet it just for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I
because
know.
that came to my mind too. I'm like, how would I go about it if I did write out a pattern for it? I would have to actually contact
Yeah.
whoever owns the rights to Doctor Who, I would have to go through
Okay.
them to make sure I could make a pattern for it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna do it just for myself, my personal little display in the background.
That might be an idea, maybe if you can contact them and imagine if that said yes, go ahead.
Yeah, that
That would be amazing.
yeah, but I don't know. They'd be like, like anything Walt Disney,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on YouTube, if you have like little clips or anything of
Mm,
Walt Disney stuff in your videos, you could get copyrighted real bad.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Same goes for music. If you have like, I'm just gonna throw out a name like Clint Black, like, and you have
yeah,
one of his songs in there, you could get copyrighted,
yeah.
because you're stealing the credit or whatever, using something you don't have the rights to, you know.
Yes.
And so that's all I was meaning. I plan to just kind of wing it and make my own for me personally. I don't plan to
Oh,
write a pattern. So I after this sweater, I'm gonna sit down and try to do it. We'll see how it goes.
that sounds like fun. I have a scarf pattern for Doctor Who.
Hmm.
It is a knitting one. There's the telephone in it, I think, and there are some time things, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited. I've been looking at pictures of Daleks and the different kinds over the years and different colored ones. And I'm like looking at my yarn like, well, what color could I use? What yarn could I use? And yeah, so
I'm excited to see your version.
I'm hoping it comes out okay because I have a kind of an idea of how I could do it. But like I said, I looked online and there's only one pattern I found that looked halfway decent. But I found it in two different places. I wouldn't know who to give the credit to. So I didn't really want to do that one. And then there was a tutorial for like one that was like this big, but it looks like, how can I say this? I'm not meaning this in any way, shape, or form mean. It looks like a 5-year-old designed it. You know, it looks sloppy. And so I didn't want to do that. And I'm like, I'll just wing it on my own. So
oh, that'll be fun.
yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Terry says, any idea? I'm trying to add a 5-weight to a blanket. Confused as how much yarn to buy. Other pattern is in 4-weight. I think the bigger weight you have, the less yarn you need, right? Or is it the more yarn you'll need?
I think the more, but then less stitches.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Foot jumped. Let me see. Okay, I found where I was. Would a separate microphone work? I don't know. I do have that microphone from you, Ganni Joe, that you sent me, but I couldn't get it to work with my Blue View phone. But now that I have this one, it might work. So maybe I'll get it out where I have it and try it on my next live and see if it does work. Welcome in, Angela, right? Mama Gwen says, if you created the cape, it would be yours. But she also took it from somebody else's pattern. So
yeah, the Santa bit is not mine. So that would be infringing on this.
yeah, that's true. Unless you actually contacted the designer and asked her opinion, you know,
I don't
or
like to do that. I did show it
yeah,
to her. She was happy with it, but I don't want to go beyond that and say, hey, would it be okay if?
well,
I don't feel
that's
it's
true.
right. No.
Jen Reeves says, yes, someone hijacked the pattern. The original is the paid pattern, I bet. I'm pretty sure it was. They probably bought the pattern and then put it on their own website. Because I even noticed the, what do you call it? The instruction, not the instruction, supplies list was worded exactly the same on Ravelry. I mean, to the letter. And I was like, that's a no-no. I'm not doing that pattern. So that's what made me think of, you know, designing my own just for my own personal use. Because I thought, oh yeah, I could design my own Dalek, and then I'm sitting there like, yeah, and get copyrighted. But I said, if it's just for my own personal, I have a little TARDIS that I have sitting on my crochet shelf. I could make the little TARDIS. I mean, have the TARDIS and the little Dalek next to it. You know, I already have a weeping angel that's like this huge. So, welcome, not welcome in. Oh my God. Thank you, Denise Lee. Sorry about that. She's been a member for 3 months and she goes, woot woot. Yeah, Janet goes, the worst that could happen is they say no. Then it's okay to make for yourself. I heard Mickey is out for free pickings this year, maybe. Depends on how long it's been. Like, I know for us to read books on YouTube, it has to be out of, it had to be like free of copyright for like 100 years or something like that before you could read a book. Like the author has to be gone for like 100 years before you can read it online. So maybe something similar. You have no idea what it is, Kim? Go look up DALEK and you'll see what I'm talking about. Do I have? No, I don't have a picture of a one on anywhere over here. Oh, it does? Oh no. I'll go and fix Nightbot. I actually have it up right now. I'm sorry, Navy Mommy, I misspelled your name. Thank you so much, Jen, for letting me know. It was Jen, right? Yes, thank you, Jen. I appreciate that greatly. I misspelled one, just... I was just trying to hurry and I didn't read it, I guess, afterwards. All right, welcome in, Rudy. Kim says, Yarnspirations has a chart for yarn usage. So does Lion Brand that you can print off for reference. Welcome in, Alex. It's all right, Alex. Welcome in, Tracy. All right, Alex, I was actually gonna check the tracking on your package. Did you ever receive the tracking number, Alex? You had to look up dialect too. Yeah, they talk like this, and I'm just like, to me, so they're the, you know, kind of original creepy monsters from the 60s. They've been there through all these years. For the whole 60 years that Doctor Who has been on, Dalek has been there since the beginning. All right, I was gonna check the. All right, still says in transit, Alex. Let's see when the delivery date says picked up. You should be getting it today, or, well, it says expected delivery by Tuesday the 2nd by 9 p.m. So today or tomorrow, Alex. All right. Gonna be tomorrow. Okay. Well, let me know when you do get it. All right. I'm gonna bring up Nightbot, and we're gonna do the entry giveaway for this month. Well, for this live, not this month. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not feeling 100%. I have a little bit of pain in my side, so it's just kind of like it's making my brain kind of not work right now.
Yeah.
Julia's been a member for 8 months. Thank you so much, Julia. She says, "I hope hello everyone. I hope you are having a good day." All right. My pen stopped working. All right, we're gonna draw 3 people. Let me get this set up. I don't know what keyword to use. I'm trying to think. Give me a random word, Sabrina. How about you give me one?
Okay. Watermelon.
Watermelon. All right, we're going to use the keyword watermelon. WATERMELON. That's something that hasn't been said today, so I try to always pick a keyword that has not been said in the chat so it don't pick up past comments. So okay, we're at 17, 18. Welcome in, Steph and Adele. We're at 20. Okay, it's still sitting at 20, so we'll give it a few more minutes. I mean, a few more seconds. I think I need to go back to bed. Or at least lay down and just rest. This is my 3rd cup of coffee, and I'm still not 100%.
Wow. I only had 2 today.
Well, it's also a smaller cup. I think it holds about 6 to 8 ounces.
Wow. I have very small coffees. Very small.
Adele says, "Hi, Crystal and Sabrina." Okay, we're still sitting at 20. Oh, Michelle J. Just, yep, Yolanda. I need a cat nap. I did a lot of stuff yesterday and kind of hurt my back a little bit. Not more than usual. Not more than usual. I just overworked. I did a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. Sabrina's channel, Terry, if you look at the top of the chat, you'll see the blue box with my name in gold or goldish yellow. That message has her channel link there. So just click it and it will bring up her channel link. Or it's in the description box.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome. All right. So we're at 21. Let's see. Welcome in, Sally Stevens. Did you enter yet? Okay, go ahead and get in the keyword watermelon. We're going to do the entry giveaway. You're welcome, Terry. We got 23. There we go. All right, Sally's in there. You're welcome. I hate to exclude anybody, so I try to wait enough time to let y'all all get entered and be fair. All right, so we're at 23 eligible users. We have Adele, Alex, Angela, Darcia, Denise, Diane, Diane, where'd that come from? Diana, Julia, Tammy Twyford, Ganni Joe, Janet, Jen, Kim G, Mateo, Michelle J, Mama Gwen, Roseanne, Sally Horner, Sally Stevens, Steph, Terry, Demetra, Tracy, and Yolanda. All right. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. We're gonna draw 3. Did I write 3? Yeah, 3. Oh, Melanie J just entered. Let me make sure it got Melanie J. Yep, you're marked, Melanie. Glad you were able to get there and get entered. 24. All right, here we go. Good luck. Oh, 2%. Went up to 25. Let me make sure it got 2%. Yep, you're marked. All right. Good luck. We're going to roll it now. I'm going to pick 3 people. And just in the spirit of the Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to give y'all 2 entries each. All right, here we go. Steph is the first one. All right, let's do a clock. Ow. Okay, so congratulations. Let's get the second one, 2%. Congratulations. All right, let's pick the last one. Hi, welcome in, Chris. Here we go. Good luck. Sally Horner.
Ooh.
We'll do the crow. All right. Congratulations, you 3. You'll get two entries into this month. I'll probably have the giveaway video out tomorrow. Most likely. If not tomorrow, then on the 4th. So welcome in, Angie. We're fixing to wrap up. So super duper congrats to the winners. I saw when you said that yesterday, Ganni Joe. I thought that was kind of cute. Alrighty, everyone. We've been going almost an hour and 20 minutes, and I know it's late where Sabrina is, so I mean it's almost 7 o'clock there, so yeah. All right, so thank you everybody for joining me and Sabrina. And would you like to say anything? Do you have anything going on in your channel right now that
I should have a new tutorial for this thing very soon. I just need to record it, and hopefully in the next week or 2 at the latest it will be up on my channel. And that's it. Thank you so much, Crystal, for having me here again. It's been so much fun as always.
Well, I will definitely get this message, figured out for you so you can see the the chat.
Yes,
the chat.
yes. Thank you.
Jen says she can't wait to see your tutorial. Welcome in, Cindy Lulu's Treasure Trove. We're actually wrapping it up right now, so I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and you're very welcome, Sabrina. Thank you for being here. And we will see you later, everyone. Y'all have a wonderful day and take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.